Have you ever looked at your blog and thought, I'm doing so much, so why am I not growing? You're writing posts, you're trying Pinterest, you've looked into SEO, you're growing your email list, you're growing a Facebook group, you got TikTok, but your growth just feels slow or scattered or stagnant or inconsistent. So you assume I need to do more. I need to try another strategy. I should add something new. This isn't working. But what if the problem isn't that you're not doing enough? What if the problem is that you're doing too much without a clear focus? So today we're going to talk about the number one mistake that keeps bloggers stuck and the simple shift that actually creates growth.
Welcome to today's training, the 90-day plan that actually grows your blog. This is especially important if you feel busy but not effective. Remember, busy doesn't mean productive. This is especially important if you're trying multiple strategies with little traction. That can be really confusing. And this is especially important if you keep starting things but you're not seeing results.
Because in most cases, the issue is not effort. The issue is lack of focus. The issue is sticking with something long enough to actually see results. So before we dig into all of that, I want you to go ahead and text the word commit to 251-644-6701 to get your free printable that will help you with today's training or will help you implement today's training. So what are you going to learn? You're going to learn the most common mistake that bloggers make that stalls growth. You're going to learn why doing more doesn't actually grow your blog. You're going to learn the one shift that creates real momentum. You're going to learn how to choose the right focus for your current stage. And number 5, what to ignore so you can finally move forward. What are they going to walk away with, Crystal?
Yeah, here's what you're going to walk away with. Number 1, a clearer understanding of why your blog feels stuck. You're going to walk away with relief from feeling like you have to do everything. You're going to walk away with one specific focus to work on this week, right now, where you're at. And you're going to walk away with a simpler framework to guide your next 90 days. It's going to be life-changing, business-changing.
So let's talk about the biggest misconception. The biggest misconception. I don't know. The biggest misconception about blog growth. Like, that is hard, y'all. That was whew. If my blog isn't growing, I need to do more. No. Bloggers, you start thinking, I need Pinterest and SEO. I should start an email list. I need to post more on social. Maybe I should create a product. Maybe I should get TPT or Etsy. I need to start doing video. I need to write more, write less. Like what? So you're trying all these strategies and all these platforms and all these ideas at the same time. All the things at the same time. And your blog's not growing.
Yep.
Because the real problem isn't effort. It's focus. It's divided focus.
Right. So the real problem is scattered efforts because most stuck blogs have the same exact thing in common. They're trying to grow in too many different directions at once, which is why you hear Kelly and I say, especially if you're in 6-figure, you'll hear us say, this is what we're working on this year, right? We've got other things set up and working. This is what we're working on this year. And even though what Kelly's working on sounds so tempting to me sometimes, I can't walk away from what I'm working on or it's not going to grow. You're trying to grow in too many different directions at once. A little bit of this, a little bit of Monica in my life.
Right?
A little bit of SEO, a little bit of Pinterest, a little bit of Instagram, a little bit of email, but nothing is getting enough focus to actually work. So instead of momentum, here's what you get. You get slow progress. You get confusion. You get burnout because you're dividing it in all the places, right?
Yeah. So what's the one thing that you can fix first before you add another strategy, another platform, another product? I want you to ask yourself, what is one thing that will move my blog forward right now. Not everything, not long term, right now. Because growth, again, growth does not always come from doing more. It comes from doing one thing long enough for it to actually work.
To see results. Right. And that's the thing. People don't actually make it to that point. You get burned out. Like when I was January 1st, when I started working on Facebook again, and I had to change my mindset about what I wanted from Facebook, because Facebook today and Facebook in 2011 are not the same. Those first 21 days, 3 weeks of doing work for nothing, like it's small, tiny movement, small, tiny movement. How can you get excited about small, tiny movement? You got to keep it at, you got to keep at it. You got to keep at it. So this is what focus actually looks like. Focus is not trying everything all at once. Okay. Focus is not jumping between strategies. Focus is not constantly starting over. What focus is, it's choosing one growth lever. Goodness, this is so good. This is so true. This is how I grew Facebook this year. This is how Kelly has grown Etsy this year. Okay. Choosing one growth lever at a time, committing to it and ignoring everything else. Like I know that on my Facebook, part of my big plan is to eventually do webinars and to do all these things, but I'm not there yet. And I've got to focus on this part of the trip right now, right? So here's an example. Instead of writing posts, posting on Pinterest, trying some Instagram, throwing out a couple of products, you choose something to commit to for 90 days. What is that? Is it SEO? Okay, let's say that. You go all in. Okay, maybe it's Pinterest for 90 days. You go all in. Maybe it's building your email list. You go all in. It doesn't matter. One focus, one direction. Do it. It will pay off.
So here's a simple self-check. And we actually asked you guys this in the Facebook group. Man, my eyes are like flashing. It's creepy.
I don't see
There's
that.
there's a light flashing in my eyeballs. It's very weird. Anyway, I don't know what it is. Very creepy looking. Can you see them?
I mean, I see the light reflecting in your eye. It's not flashing.
Oh, it's flashing for me. So weird. Sorry. That was a complete sidetrack. So what am I supposed to be talking about? Simple self-check with no tech required. I want you to ask yourself, what am I currently trying to do? Because we asked you this in the Facebook group, our free Facebook group. If you're not in that, there should be a link at the bottom of this video so you can join us over in our free Facebook group. And a lot of you listed a whole bunch of stuff. Right? So write them down. What are you trying to do right now? I'm trying to use Pinterest. I'm using Clarity for SEO, and I'm going through the Raptive SEO thing, and I'm, growing a Facebook group. I'm working on my Instagram. What all are you doing right now? I want you to list them out. Then ask yourself, if I can only keep one of these things for the next 90 days, which one is actually moving my blog forward?
Yep.
That's your focus. That's your focus.
Mm-hmm.
I know it feels confusing because it looks like there's a volume problem, right? Well, I need more content. I need more strategies. I need more effort. It's really a focus problem. Scattered effort, slow growth. Focused effort, it's real momentum.
Right. Yep. So if your blog isn't growing, don't start by adding something new. Start by choosing. You're choosing one focus, one direction, one plan. Because when you give something enough time and enough consistency, that is when growth happens. It works. It will. And most people don't make it through the hard stretching part to get to the other side. They don't. So then you hear all your friends saying, well, Facebook didn't work for me. Right. Because they didn't make it through that first month of feeling like your efforts were for nothing.
3 months, 6 months.
Mm-hmm. Right. They didn't know how to celebrate the small wins. They didn't know how to analytically look at that and say, okay, that doubled. It may only be 23 cents, but it doubled. So I'm doing something right. Okay. You're not going to become a millionaire overnight. Be realistic here. All right, go ahead. Off my soapbox.
Right. But if it doubles again in the next 30 days, and then again in the next 30 days, and then again.
Yep.
So if you're thinking, I don't even know what I should be focusing on, well, that's why we created something for you. It's called the 90-Day Focus Planner. And it walks you through how to choose your one growth focus, what to work on each week, what to ignore so you don't get distracted, and how to actually follow through. Because most bloggers don't need more ideas. They need a plan that they can stick to. And you will find it linked below. And I would love to hear from you guys because I'm considering doing some type of 90-day challenge for those of you that have the Focus Planner. Haven't mapped it totally out yet, but I am considering it. I would love to hear if that is something you're interested in. If you have our Focus Planner, if you would be interested in working together for 90 days.
Yep. All right. So here is what I want you to do this week. Do one thing. Write down everything you're currently trying to do in your blog. Write it all down. Dump it out. Dump it all on paper. Then I want you to circle one. And I want you to commit for the next 90 days to that topic. That's where your growth is going to come from. If you will do this, you will see results.
Yeah. Remember, blogs don't grow because bloggers aren't working hard enough. They stay stuck when their effort is spread too thin. So when you simply focus and you simplify, your growth gets a lot clearer.
Yep. It's true. All right. So speaking of focus, don't forget to text the word commit to 251-644-6701. If you text that word and you do not get our printable, which is the only way to get our printables, that means you've probably D&D'd us, and we're going to give you the benefit of the doubt and believe that you did it by accident. To rectify that, you need to text the word start and only the word start. Wait about 10, 15, 20, 30 seconds. Then text the word commit and it will send you the printable. All right. Okay, guys, you're closer than you think to growth. Believe me. Every year, Kelly and I prove this to you, and we work on growing something. One year it was the email list. This year it's Etsy and Facebook. What is it that you're doing? Give it your attention and you will see growth. You're closer than you think. All right. See you in the next video. Bye.